I welcome Professor Indira Parikh to set the context for Tritiya. Thank you, ma'am.
Hari Prasad on the dais, esteemed guests, invited friends sitting here, and the people who have joined us online. Namaste to everybody and very warm welcome. This is a very big occasion for us because I think we are 4 people from different phases of life, at different points of time in our lives. But there is a common theme that all 4 of us have been searching for a meaning and a purpose to contribute to the society and to ourselves. Something which is relevant and meaningful, because the common theme which 4 of us have been struggling with is that our country is under immense transformation. It has always been under transformation. And we have been struggling with the identity of what is really Indian. Indian identity has been smashed and bashed to pieces for 1,000 years. And even now, if you see within the country, there are people who are bashing and literally kind of destroying and dispersing the whole nature of what we believe in or what we as identity are. And therefore, we are struggling to figure out what is really Indian and what has been stuffed into our psyche, which is irrelevant, meaningful, and which makes us feel small, and which does not make us release our full potential of every Indian individual. And therefore we came together, each one of us has built some institution somewhere, but have figured out that it has led us to nowhere. Now this all began when Hari came to Ahmedabad and said he wanted to do some podcasts. I did not know what podcasts are. I'm not a technology person. So I said, Hari, explain to me what is podcast. When he explained that, I said, let's talk to Sushant as well. So Sushant, we called up Sushant, and on the telephone we talked a lot and said, let's get together and discuss it some more. Then 4 of us met in Ahmedabad, and finally came to a conclusion that we will start something together which will bring about positive transformation in the country. And that's how the name began, Tritiya, and that's how the whole concept began. Then we met once more in Ahmedabad in a resort where we spent 4 days together talking about what Tritiya meant to us and where we are today with our lives. In order to say this, what Tritiya is, I would like to tell a story. We will all share our journey of how we have reached here. We will ask you to share your journey of why you are here, because nothing happens by chance. It has been kind of converging together. The destiny and the universe has been converging together to get us all here. We tried to invite many people. Some could not come. Some were out of the country. But you have been able to come. And the people who have joined on the line have made the effort to join with us. So nothing has happened by chance. It has happened so that all of us somewhere are connected with the journey we are taking in our own lives, and what is important, positive, and relevant to us. So I'll begin with a small story, then I'll hand it over to Sushant, who will begin his journey, and we will then share our journey, and then invite you to share your journey of your life and what you are really struggling for or searching for in terms of your own identity. This story is a folklore and a folk tale compiled with many, many stories. And if you will listen to it, you will realize that there are many elements which you might have heard before. The story goes something like this. Okay? Once upon a time, there was an island. And on this island lived a wonderful man. Oh, he was a wonderful man, for he knew all secrets of life. He knew why the sun rose in the morning. He knew why the winds blew. He knew why the seasons changed. Oh, he was a wonderful man. And the people of the island revered him quite a bit. And they went to him for little advices of what their problems were. One day, in order to search for more answers to more knowledge, he dashed a cow against a rock to see how the blood ran. Then he was no more a wonderful man. People lived in fear and terror of him because he said he is really no more a wonderful man. The second time he dashed a child against a rock to see what lay behind his skull, and people were more in fear and terror of him, saying that he is no more a wonderful man, and they were very much afraid to go to him, and they hid the children when the man passed by. Third time he drove all the old people out of the island and said they are no more meaningful, they are useless, they don't contribute anything. Then the people were literally terrified of him, of what he was doing. Then he was no more a wonderful man. And people started to say, what is he doing and how has he become so horrible? The moral of the story, my friend, is that knowledge, pure knowledge and more knowledge makes you either a god or makes you a demon, but not a human being. In order to be human, you need to temper knowledge with emotions to make it wisdom. Now, our culture has, and our culture before 1,000 years, when it was really Bharat, had this kind of an education system which brought knowledge and emotions together to create human beings, good citizens of the country, and good human people relating with each other. There were relationships. But today, if we see, and when we were discussing, the families are breaking up, relationships are breaking up, children and parents are kind of not being able to relate with each other. And the technology has added a lot of stress to the lives of people. So we have started to say, okay, now rather than complaining and saying this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, let us do something about it. Let us do some programs where we can discuss this and bring the essence of our identity, Bharatiya identity, to life. And all four of us, Sushant, me, Hari, and another person, Dhruv. Dhruv was a student at Flame University, a very quiet, very sober, very sincere person. So all of us are in spaces and we are in different ages and spaces of our life, trying to get together to invite a set of people who will walk the journey with us. And I think it is important that people do what they have to do and join us whenever they can. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming and listening to us. Thank you.